And Rachel de Thames' monthly guide to the best bulbs for glorious colour throughout the year is featured in the November issue of BBC Gardener's World magazine. Violent scenes and strong language now on BBC Two in Band of Brothers. Attachments.
I did it. It happened. I regret it.
Loose on Mike.
God, if you knew what went on in my head, you'd have left me years ago.
Mike on loose.
We're trying for a baby.
Mike.
Well, we can tell our best friend, surely.
Look at him. Playing happy families all of a sudden.
Kiss me.
What about my choice?
Jake on Fran.
She tries to kill herself, Mike. Even then you couldn't come clean. You keep telling yourself you're the victim.
Fran on Will.
Him and his wife, they're separated. He really is because of me.
Attachments. Hard to resist.
Me and my big mouth. Whatever will I say next?
The new series begins Thursday at 10 on BBC Two.
8 months.
Is clean through and nobody's going to catch him.
And 17 days later,
Oh yes, what a break.
the waiting is over.
But just got away, and he's in. That is one of his big tries.
The match that decides it all. Triple Crown and Grand Slam. Ireland versus England, the culmination of the 2001 Six Nations. Tomorrow from 3, live on Grandstand.
Britain, an island fortress moated by the sea. Over the centuries, there have been 50 invasion attempts, but you won't find all of them in the history books. So are we really an island fortress, or is Britain actually a sitting duck? For the untold stories of our national invasions, join me, Dan Cruikshank, for a unique 3-part series. Invasion starts Sunday, the 28th of October on BBC Two.
George Melly joins Paul Merton for Room 101 in just a couple of minutes here on BBC Two after Julian Richards does a spot of digging around.
Over 1,200 years ago, the Vikings set sail from Norway in search of new land to the west. The evidence shows that they landed in the Scottish Isles. This antler comb is among the thousands of Viking artifacts to have been discovered there. No one knows how many Vikings came with their families, how many intermarried with the locals, and how many just sailed home. But genetics may now be able to answer these questions. Scientists are taking DNA samples from men in 25 locations across the British Isles.
What they're trying to find out is whether or not Viking blood still courses through those men's veins.
Here in Orkney, 100 locals are taking part.
I can get the DNA out of this, and what I'm going to do then is to compare it to the DNA from different people in Britain and people in Norway or in Denmark where the Vikings came from.
A few cells should provide enough DNA to give us new information about our ancestors.
But when do we get the results? Find out who you are. It might take a little while. No guarantees here. But might get back to you, see what we find.
The history of the Orkney Vikings. Cheers. Cheers.
Could the DNA of these men change our view of early British history?
Blood of the Vikings. It runs deeper than you think. Coming soon on BBC Two.
Oh, lovely.